Hello and welcome to this review of the 2001 Japanese film Suicide Club, also known as Suicide Circle, with me, the Heart Critic. Now this is directed by Sion Sono and is actually very close to making a new feature known as Sion Sono Saturday to coincide with Miyake Monday. But because I really want to vary my output with my reviews and cycle through a few different directors, I thought I'd keep Miyake Monday as the main feature and, just have this as a normal review. So having said that, Sion Sono is another one of my favourite directors. Not just that, he's probably is my number one favourite director. And so for a first review of his films on my channel, I decided to go for the first film I actually ever watched of his, which is Suicide Club. And it's actually quite fitting because, Suicide Club was the beginning of Sion Sono coming from obscurity and into a more mainstream light. And I think it was the first film of his that actually had any Western distribution. So yeah, this film is kind of like this art house mystery horror, I guess. I mean, you've got this wave of seemingly unconnected suicides going on, and you've got detectives Kuroda, Subasawa and Murata on the case trying to work out, what's going on with all this stuff. But the film is actually so much more than that as well, because it actually jumps between different characters and shows the effects that these events have on them. So what you get is a film that shows suicide as if it was kind of like this fad or cultural obsession, and it brings in various different things like conspiracies, cultism, and even like J-pop idol culture into the mix, making for a very unique film that has a lot of fascinating and interesting sequences throughout. Now personally, I think this film is fantastic, and it's one that I've grown from just really enjoying to absolutely loving. There's this air of uncertainty about what's going to happen. Just when you think you might have an idea, it kind of swerves you, and the film definitely has a lot of surprises up its sleeve. The opening sequence itself is actually quite shocking, You've got this nice playful music going on, we're at a train station, and then suddenly everything just becomes violent and bloody while this cute music is going on, and it's very effective. And, there's quite a few bloody moments throughout the film. But going back to the song, the music in this film is actually one of its most notable things. There's this fictional child J-pop idol group called Desert that shows up throughout, and they have quite a few catchy songs that are played, and the musician Rolly plays a cult leader, and his character sings this little creepy song. And then you've just got the score itself, which has this fantastic piece which is dominated by a violin, and it's very melancholic and dramatic, and it really helped stir up my emotions in some of the film's more emotional scenes, which there are a couple of here. And just the acting is really good as well. You've got veterans like Ryo Ishibashi, Masatoshi Nagase and Akaji Maro. There's just so much great stuff here. A big montage, the school kids on the roof, the bizarre ending, it's just a strange, compelling experience that at times is also disturbing, and I love it. Now, like I said, the film does jump about quite a bit, and there's quite a few things left unexplained, so I think a lot of people might find the film is just very muddled and uneven and just outright confusing, and that's totally understandable. I mean, hell, there's still quite a few things that I haven't fully wrapped my head around, but it's still such an interesting film that really just stands out. There's just a lot to unravel, and I really wish there was just like a HD version or just a higher quality version of this film available, if that's even possible, because I know it did have quite a low budget, but like the transfers on a lot of the DVDs I've seen haven't exactly been the best, and I think it really could benefit from having just a better release of it. And it's only 99 minutes too, which is just a lovely runtime. Now there was a manga version of this that was released, which apparently is a lot more straightforward, but Sono did tell the writer Usamaru Furuya to basically write his own story, so I guess there are going to be significant differences, but It could be worth checking out if you want something that's more understandable and coherent. And there's also a film in 2005 that Sono made called Noriko's Dinner Table, which is actually set before, during, and after the events of Suicide Club. But it features completely different characters and mainly only explores similar things to Suicide Club rather than be completely related to it. But I'll probably end up doing a review of that sometime in the future as well. Overall though, Suicide Club is a very unique and important film in Sion Sono's filmography. I think it's definitely worth checking out even if you don't end up liking it. Personally, I love it and I'd give it the full 5 hearts out of 5. And I just have one last question for you. Are you connected to yourself? Thanks for watching. I am the Heart Critic. This has been my heartfelt opinion, and I shall see you next time.